High above the earth, where the sky turns from blue to deep velvet black, there floated a kind young astronaut named Leo. Leo was 8 years old, with soft brown eyes that sparkled with curiosity, and he wore a white spacesuit with a bright blue patch shaped like a shooting star on his shoulder. Ever since Leo was very small, he would lie in his backyard and gaze up at the night sky. He would count the stars until his eyelids grew heavy, and he would wonder, what does it feel like to float among them? What songs do they sing? What stories could they tell? Now, through a special program for young space explorers, Leo's dream had come true. He was floating inside his spaceship, the Stardust Dreamer, on a peaceful mission to study the beautiful colors of distant nebulae, those soft, glowing clouds where new stars are born. The Stardust Dreamer was a cozy ship. It had round windows that looked out into space, a control panel that glowed with gentle green and blue lights, and a comfortable captain's chair where Leo could sit and sip warm cocoa from a special space cup. On the wall, Leo had taped a drawing his little sister had made for him, a picture of Earth with a big red heart around it. "I'll be home soon," Leo whispered to the drawing with a smile. Outside his window, the earth hung like a beautiful blue and white marble, slowly spinning in the quiet darkness. Leo pressed his hand against the cool glass and felt grateful. Space was even more wonderful than he had imagined. Peaceful, gentle, and filled with soft light from a billion distant stars. Leo was checking his instruments, humming a little tune his grandmother used to sing, when he noticed something unusual. The small screen that showed his flight path was flickering, like a gentle candle in the breeze. "That's odd," Leo said to himself softly. He tapped the screen gently with his finger, the way you might tap a snow globe to make the snowflakes dance again. But then, something unexpected happened. A tiny meteoroid, no bigger than a pebble, drifted past his ship. It was so small and moved so quickly that Leo barely saw it. It didn't hurt the Stardust Dreamer at all, but its little bump nudged one of the ship's antennas just enough to turn it away from Earth. Suddenly, the gentle crackling voice of Mission Control back home grew quieter and quieter, like a radio station fading when you drive through a tunnel. And then, silence. Soft, complete silence. Leo took a slow, deep breath. He looked out his window at the endless sparkle of stars. "It's okay," he told himself in a calm voice. "I'm not scared, I'm just on a different adventure than I planned." He tried turning the ship to point the antenna back to Earth, but when he checked his navigation screen, he realized something else. The little bump had also turned his ship around, and now he wasn't quite sure which direction was home. The stars all looked beautiful, but they didn't look familiar from this angle. Leo floated over to his window and pressed his forehead against the cool glass. The Earth was still out there somewhere, behind all those glittering stars. His family was down there now, probably eating dinner. His sister was probably getting ready for bed, just like you are now. "I will find my way home," Leo said with determination. "I just need to think carefully and look for clues." And that's exactly what he decided to do. Leo floated back to his captain's chair and thought about what his training had taught him. "When you're lost," his instructor had always said, "don't rush. Observe. Listen. The universe always has something to teach you." So Leo looked out his window and really paid attention. The first thing he noticed was a nebula in the distance, a cloud of pink and purple that glowed as softly as a nightlight. It looked like cotton candy, or like the inside of a seashell, with gentle swirls and curves. Leo had studied nebulae before his mission. He knew that this beautiful cloud was called the Rosebud Nebula, and he remembered seeing it on his maps. It was northeast of Earth. "That's my first clue," Leo said with a smile. he carefully noted the nebula's position. As the Stardust Dreamer drifted gently forward, Leo spotted something else. A small, old satellite tumbling slowly through space. It was covered in silver panels that caught the sunlight and made it sparkle like a rotating disco ball. The satellite was very old, launched many, many years ago, and it had been floating peacefully in space ever since. Leo gently steered his ship closer to the satellite. As he floated alongside it, he noticed something wonderful. The satellite's solar panels were aligned in a specific direction, always facing toward the sun to catch its light. And Leo knew exactly where the sun was in relation to Earth. "That's my second clue," Leo said, feeling a warm hope growing in his chest. He drifted further, but that's when he heard something magical. At first, he thought it was his imagination, but no, there it was again. A soft, rhythmic humming, almost like a song. Leo checked his instruments and discovered the source. A pulsar, a special kind of star that spins very fast and sends out beams of energy like a cosmic lighthouse. This particular pulsar was one Leo had read about in his books. Astronauts called it the Singer because its pulses, when translated into sound, created a gentle, musical rhythm. It sounded like hum, 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 hum. Leo closed his eyes and listened. The sound was comforting, like a heartbeat or like his grandmother's lullabies. And he remembered the singer was visible from Earth. Astronomers looked at it all the time. If he could see the singer, he could figure out which direction Earth was. "Hello, singer," Leo whispered into the peaceful darkness. "Thank you for your song." Now, Leo had 3 clues: the Rosebud Nebula, the sun's position from the old satellite, and the singer's gentle pulse. He floated over to his control panel and carefully, thoughtfully began to work out his path home. As he calculated, he gazed out at the incredible view. Space wasn't scary at all. It was like being inside the world's most beautiful nightlight. He looked everywhere. There were soft glows of silver, gold, purple, and blue. Stars twinkled like friendly eyes winking at him. The Milky Way stretched across his view like a river of light. "Thank you for helping me," Leo said to the stars. "Thank you for being my compass." With his calculations complete, Leo carefully adjusted the Stardust Dreamer's direction. He pointed the ship's nose toward where he believed Earth would be and gave the engines a gentle push. The ship hummed softly like a cat purring and began to glide through space. As Leo traveled, he watched the stars slowly shift position. The Rosebud Nebula gradually moved to his left side, exactly as it should be. The singer's pulse became a little fainter as he moved away from it, but its song stayed in his heart. And then, after what felt like a peaceful dream, he saw it. There, in the distance, growing slowly larger, a beautiful blue and white sphere. Earth. Home. Leo's heart filled with such joy that his eyes grew a little misty. He had never seen anything more beautiful than that blue planet, wrapped in swirling white clouds, with the green and brown of continents peeking through. "Hello, home," Leo whispered. "I'm coming back." As he drew closer, his radio began to crackle again, soft at first, then clearer and clearer. "Stardust Dreamer, this is Mission Control. Leo, can you hear us?" Leo grinned and pressed the button on his radio. "Mission Control, this is Leo. I can hear you. I'm coming home." The voice on the other end sounded so relieved and happy. "Leo, we've been searching for you. We're so glad you're safe." "I'm safe," Leo said warmly. "The stars helped me find my way. They were like gentle friends guiding me home." As the Stardust Dreamer entered Earth's atmosphere, Leo watched through his windows the black of space slowly transformed into the deep blue sky of Earth. He felt the gentle pull of gravity welcoming him back. His ship glided smoothly through the clouds, which looked like fluffy pillows made of silver and pink in the evening light. And then, with a soft bump, the Stardust Dreamer landed safely on the ground. Leo climbed out of his spaceship on slightly wobbly legs. The mission team rushed to greet him with hugs and cheers, but they were gentle, sensing that Leo was very tired from his journey. That evening, after Leo had showered and put on his favorite comfortable pajamas, he sat with his family for a quiet dinner. His little sister climbed into his lap and asked, "Were you scared up there, big brother?" Leo thought about this for a moment, then smiled. "I was surprised," he said honestly, and maybe a tiny bit worried at first. But then I remembered to breathe, to think, and to look for help. And you know what? Space was full of helpers. Singing stars, glowing nebulae, and old satellites. I just needed to pay attention and trust. His sister hugged him tight. "I'm glad you're home." "Me too," Leo whispered. Later that night, Leo lay in his own bed for the first time in weeks. The sheets were clean and soft. His pillow was perfectly fluffy. Through his bedroom window, he could see the stars beginning to appear in the darkening sky. Leo smiled at them. "Thank you, friends," he said quietly. "Thank you for showing me the way." The stars twinkled back as if to say, "You're welcome, Leo. Sweet dreams." As Leo's eyes grew heavy, he thought about his adventure. He had been lost, but he hadn't let fear take over. He had stayed calm, used his knowledge, and trusted that he would find his way. And he had discovered something important. Sometimes getting a little bit lost helps you see things you would have never noticed. The song of a distant pulsar, the beauty of a glowing nebula, and the kindness of everyone all around us. Leo's breathing grew slower and deeper. His body felt warm and safe in his cozy bed. The gentle hum of the singer's song seemed to echo in his memory like the softest lullaby. Hum, 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 hum. And as the stars kept their faithful watch outside his window, Leo drifted into the most peaceful sleep, dreaming of soft nebulae, friendly stars, and all the gentle wonders waiting in the world. The end.